Let's revise our onsets and offsets. Onsets and offsets are how we begin and end phonation or sound. We have three different types of onsets and offsets. Our first is called glottal, and we can find that by saying the prompt uh-oh, uh-oh. Slow it down a little bit. Uh-oh, and feel the muscular effort before the sound. Uh-oh, that's what we call a glottal onset. If we then bring it to the vowel E, we can do a glottal onset and offset. E, vocal folds come together, and then we initiate air. E, then vocal folds come together to stop the airflow again. E, ah, o, oo. Try on all your vowels. E, ah, o, oo. Good job. Now let's try on different pitches. So we can do little glottal onsets and offsets up around the pitch range. E, 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 E. Check in with your belly. Belly does not have to be involved in the glottal onset or offset. E, 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 E. All of the effort can be here, and it's a small effort inside the larynx. E, 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 E. Check in with your effort level. How much muscular effort do you feel that you're using for your glottal onset? Give it a number. E, 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 E. That for me feels like a 4. I'm going to try 5. E, 6. E, try with me. 6. E, 5. E, 4. E, 3. E, 2. E, 1. E. Now try a glottal onset without phonation. So it's just a little, I'm going to get close to my mic. It's going to sound like this. That's my vocal folds coming into closure and then opening. And if you can feel that, it's like the sound of a tap dripping. Then you're feeling your vocal folds closing and opening. Fun. All the vowels. Okay, that's our glottal onset. Now let's think about our second onset and offset, which is called aspirate. And we can do the second one in two different ways. We can do it abruptly, so just say hey, 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 hi, hi, hey. That's abruptly. Or we can do it gradually. Hey, hey, hi. We can feel that there's airflow, and then the true vocal folds are coming into vibration after the airflow. Hey, hey. Then airflow precedes phonation. Hey, hey. Then we can go slowly. Hey, hi. And that's what we call aspirate gradual. Okay, and then we have the third type of onset, which we call smooth. Try to make the sound like you're talking to a baby. Oh, wow, wow, oh, you. We can hear that the sound gradually emerges out of silence, but there's not airflow beforehand because our air and vocal folds are coordinated. E. Hey. Ah. I'm doing my vowels. Oh. Wow. Oh. Sometimes a smooth onset can be challenging. So one little prompt that might help you is pretending that you're a tennis player, and we hold the tennis racket, and when we breathe in, as soon as the racket hits the ball is when phonation begins. So we breathe in, throw up the ball. Yee. Yee. Eh. Yee. You can play around with those. You can add a note as if you're singing, or you can practice with your speaking voice. And that's our onsets: glottal, aspirate, and smooth. Let's try different combinations. Could you begin with a glottal onset and a smooth offset? So E, glottal on, smooth off. E, try again. E. What if it was the opposite? Smooth onset, glottal offset. E. E. Let's try aspirate onset, glottal offset. He. 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 I'm going to show you the hand signals as well. Practice all different combinations. This can be a great way to get control over your true vocal folds. Hand signals. We pretend that your fingers are your true vocal folds, and the glottis is open, which is the space between your true vocal folds, and the glottis is closed. Okay? So glottal onset, glottis is closed. E. We do a little shake to begin. E, end to end. Aspirate onset, glottis is open, air passes through, and then comes into closure for phonation. He, he, he. And then for smooth, we're kind of plucking the sound out of the air and then back into silence. So we do. Ye. Sometimes these hand actions can help folks to control what's happening on the inside, which can be hard to feel sometimes. Great work. Your true vocal folds are thanking you today, and on to the next task.